We desperately need to teach people, young people in particular, how to curse, how to cuss, how to be profane, how to be coprolalic, how to speak not the Queen's English, but the devil's English. The proliferation of F-bombing has gotten to the point now where it has become not a substitution for thought, but some kind of an orator, of a phony morpheme, some kind of like sonic verbal hamburger helper. It doesn't even make any sense. I love our rich and beautiful, bountiful, this cornucopia of curse words. But F and S and the usual subject matter is just a part of it. It's timing, placement, multiple use, coordinated double salvos of beautiful fusillades of cursing. We don't even curse. We don't curse. Remember Johnny Carson, may the fleas of 1,000 camels infest your armpits. May a weird holy man exchange underwear with your sister. Remember that? That's a curse. We don't even do that. I was listening to an interview the other day with a somewhat famous rock star. Moronic. It was moronic. And there's a very famous American talk show host now who destroys the thought with this gratuitous, forced, unnecessary... Okay, let me calm down for a second. I am here to defend cursing, cussing, profanity, but the use of it as an art form and not as a substitution for wit. I'm going to be discussing that in thorough detail. It's going to be very clean, very academic. Don't get scared. Okay? Believe me when I tell you this. But first, a word from our sponsor. Noble Gold CEO Colin Plume thinks quantitative tightening is setting up the stage for a gold bull run. In his interview with the National Desk, Plume said that tightening is pushing the value of the dollar up. However, he predicts that by next year, the Fed will print money again to restart economic activities. When it is down, gold is historically at its best. This means now is a gold buying opportunity. If all of this is going over your head and you don't really understand why you should invest in gold and silver at the moment, you should talk to Colin's team at Noble Gold. They'll run through everything with you and hold your hand through the whole process of investing if you're new. And they're giving away a beautiful 1/10 ounce gold American Eagle coin with every qualifying IRA or 401k this month. You can't go wrong with Noble Gold. Call the team now at 877-646-5347 to find out more, or visit noblegoldinvestments.com. That's noblegoldinvestments.com. I'm a child of the 60s. I grew up at a time when I could remember when they were talking about Lenny Bruce, who was tame by comparison. My God. Richard Pryor. I saw Richard Pryor. When he was at the height of his reign, when he was, it was beautiful. It was wonderful. I remember at the time there was this beautiful, this emergence of nudity and X-rated and the Groove Tube, and remember that Kentucky Fried Theater and all this stuff. It was at a time when I remember the emergence of Playboy when we were kids, and sexual experimentation and sexual expression in terms of literature was advancing, and it was developing, as it were. And smart really meant something. Smart meant something. It just wasn't gratuitous. When Richard Pryor cursed, he was beautiful, it was poetic, it made sense. There was a lyricality to it. It was necessary. Cursing is a spice. You don't open up a pot of something and dump in a half a can of cayenne or no. That becomes the dish, and you ruin the purpose of this. And we are devolving as a people at a variety of levels. We're unable to communicate at levels and at languages and patois and dialects. I don't know. There was a murder suspect I heard the other day on some self-recorded thing. I don't even know what this man was saying. I have no clue. I could make out nothing. There's always been regionalism. There's always been the kind of an accented, kind of a cultural regionality. Then there's complete, total brain damage gobbledygook. And there's no reason to add to the problem by not cursing correctly. It is not a substitution for wit. You're not funny. You're not sexy. You're breaking no new ground. You're adding nothing to the conversation if you begin and end with your curse word du jour, and we all know what it is. Listen to others. Have you ever heard cursing and cussing in, a friend of mine, well, one in particular, in Cantonese? Oh my God, it's wonderful. Years ago, there was a wonderful journal. It's called Maledictive. It's called the Journal of Verbal Aggression, and it actually looked at cussing and cursing around the world, and it looked at it from a scholarly point of view. And it wasn't merely just to break it down for whatever it's worth, but it really was something. It really, honestly, was beautiful in terms of how you looked at the mosaic of it, breaking it down almost at a molecular level. Oh, there's no molecular level to anything that we're doing right now. Nothing that we're doing, nothing even remotely could pass as clever or kind of stylish. There's no finesse. It's not recherché. It's not anything. It's not even vile. That's the best part. It's lazy. Years ago, there were certain words that we would get hooked on, phrases. One was, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to do, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes they wouldn't even get the thought out. One fellow, I remember, one time started off a sentence with, you know what I'm saying? I said, you haven't said anything yet. Wait until you say something, then I will let you know if I know what you're talking about or know what you're saying. But it would be nice for you to give me just a hint, a glimpse, just an amuse-bouche, a mere morsel, an hors d'oeuvre, an idea, an ort. Just a morsel of what it is you're talking about, so that I can tell you whether I know what you're saying. Well, we're past that now. Then I was so like, and they would start off a sentence. I can start off with excuse me, you haven't said anything yet. You can't compare something right off the bat. You have to say something and then compare it. That was it. We get lazy with things. Amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. I had a chai latte. Amazing. You were really amazed? Awesome. Awesome. Awesome is awesome. Awe, to inspire God. To see God is awesome. Awe. A-W-E, not awe. Awesome. You're overwhelmed, jaw-dropping. You're unable to even process the magnitude of it. It's that incredible. We're past hilarious. Hilarious. It was hilarious. I think that's a little bit past. Everything was insane for a while. It's insane. And now we're getting into another sloppy. We're getting into slamming, ripping. Rand Paul rips the DOJ. Ooh, rippage. Remember the Rippingtons from? Anyway, ripping. He ripped. He slammed. Okay, if you're going to use it once, but that now has become, by the way, a substitution, a replacement for actual legitimate and viable legislation. Well, I slammed somebody. Well, that's right, you did. Vote for me for great slammage. Hi, I'm Rand Paul. I may not pass any laws or help pass any law or investigate anything worthwhile, but by God, when I tweet or I'm gonna rip and I'm gonna slam and I'm gonna let them have it, and it's awesome. Know what I'm saying? I'm not being priggish. I'm not being pedantic. I'm not trying to be punctilious. I'm not trying to be needlessly exacting regarding alleged trifling, mistakes in football. No. I'm talking about the ability to speak and to curse with class. That's all I'm saying. Speak and curse with finesse. Panache. Do it. Think about this. I will help you. I'm going to be publishing very soon a series of rules of how you can curse with the best of them. Leave your mark. Leave your opponents quivering like a mass of protoplasm, shaking after you have just verbally eviscerated them through your absolutely languid excoriations. In any event, have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for spending time. If you like this, put the like down. Subscribe to my channel. Don't make me, dare I say, yell at you. Do you understand what that is? Yell. And by the way, I'm sorry, but I love multiple words for the same thing. Words are power. Words are like colors. And words are free. In any event, thank you for watching this. Now, please, if you would and you could, I would love for you, in your own inimitable way, preferably in some lucid form of communication, but comment as you see fit.